Hi, welcome to our YouTube video for health news. Let us know what you think about our first posted video recipe. We're doing a keto-friendly cauliflower crust pizza. This is one of our favorites, and you can check our website below for a printable recipe and the nutritional information. We start with a half head of cauliflower, which is enough to make one pizza. I'm grating the cauliflower in a blender, but you could easily use a hand grater. In the blender, make sure to add lots of water or you're going to end up with cauliflower juice. So we use cauliflower instead of regular flour. That way the menu is totally gluten-free. By adding nutritious vegetables, mozzarella cheese, and tomato sauce, you will have a perfect keto recipe. We then drain the water in a sieve and then wring it out either in a cheesecloth or a towel. Get rid of as much water as you can. You can never make it too dry. Now, cheesecloth is great because it retains finer materials, but it is difficult to cut. So if anyone out there has any ideas how to cut it properly, please let us know. Instead, we decided to use a microfiber towel. Since the towel is made from special microfiber materials, it readily absorbs the water. And remember, if your dough is too soggy, it will not crisp up in the oven. Everyone's likely eaten pizza before that was way too soggy, and we sure don't want our recipe to turn out that way. Now, next is to add between 1 to 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. The mozzarella cheese contains amazing amounts of essential antioxidants present in it. You'll also get lots of calcium. To that, you can add whatever spices you want. We just had salt and pepper on hand, but it wouldn't be a mistake to use oregano or any Italian spices to make it a little bit spicier for your tastes. Finally, add 1 egg to help bind the crust. Now in the meantime, you should preheat your oven to 450 degrees. This pizza needs to be made in 2 steps. First bake the crust, then add the toppings, and then bake the pizza. Form the dough on an upside down cookie sheet with a pizza parchment on it, or you could certainly use a pizza stone. What we liked about the parchment paper is that it provides a great surface for the dough. It absorbs more of that moisture and makes the crust much crispier. When you're putting it together, make a nice circle of even thickness and take care not to let the edges get too thin or they'll burn unevenly. Bake for about 10 minutes and watch it carefully. When it's done, it should turn a light golden brown. So there it is. It's already good enough to eat on its own. Now we're going to add some toppings, starting with tomato sauce. All we did was puree from a can of good quality Italian tomatoes to make a basic healthy sauce. Make sure you spread it around so that it will be underneath all the toppings. A cup of tomato sauce contains 1/4 of your recommended daily intake of vitamin A and fulfills half of your daily need for vitamin C. Tomatoes are also naturally rich in the antioxidant lycopene. Depending on how it's prepared, tomato sauce also provides a lot of fiber. Now we're adding some bell peppers. You could certainly use yellow or other colors to contrast more against the sauce. Then we found some olives in our fridge that happen to have garlic centers in them. They were really yummy. Finally, the pièce de résistance is to add some more mozzarella cheese and some freshly grated Parmesan Reggiano cheese to make it taste authentic. And that is it. We're now ready to finish baking this dough. Doesn't it look delicious? You could easily use the oven to finish this, but we're going to use our pizza baking box, which has been heating on the barbecue. We got from our friends a beautiful pizza peel so that we could put the pizza into the barbecue easily. It is heated up now to 700 degrees and we'll finish cooking this pizza in minutes. There it is. Doesn't it look great? I promise you it's scrumptious and it really tastes like an authentic pizza. A lot of people that have tried it actually didn't realize that it was cauliflower instead of real pizza dough. Now you want to test to see that the slices are not too stiff and they actually bend like a dough from a real pizza crust. You'll see that the cheese is kind of drippy, it'll bend nicely, and it should have a nice bite to it. If you look at the back of the slice, it should be golden brown. This recipe is actually not very picky to make, and we have never had it turn out bad. So here you have your gluten-free pizza dough, lots of vegetables, and a perfect keto recipe. If you're a meat eater, you can also add some bacon or pepperoni for that extra protein. Once we get it into the house, it's not going to last 5 minutes around our family. We would love your feedback. Please let us know how you did with this recipe and if you thought it was authentic.